best they're going to do is second this year. Andy Sloan and Guy Pawsey. Guy Pawsey walking back. Roger Waters obviously parked on the grass because he went out in the early stages. Martin Kirk was the reason for the red flag. His passenger, Paul McArdle, thrown out. Give you news on Paul McArdle as soon as we can. Meanwhile, congratulations all round from this pair. Celebrations indeed for Hegarty and Neave, but the race winner by just under half a second. Tim Reeves and Gregory Clues from Andy Peach, Charlie Richardson. The Hegarty Lovelock battle you saw. Tony Brown, Lee Barrett, very respectable. They're in 5th place. Ricky Stevens recovered to 11th. You saw him pass Ian Guy and Ben Ramsley. Simon Gilbert had a respectable race, as did Ben Holland on a borrowed bike. He got a point.
Very much a family affair. Team Hegarty Racing. First of all, Father Sean in the middle. This is really culmination of a season's hard work for you.
Yes, I think I just enjoyed it.
Kind of nervous. You love it. Don't be nervous. You're the man behind the scenes. You screw this thing together. How stressed were you today?
Very stressed. As you know, you see me this morning, and I'm just glad it's over. I just, well, nobody can tell you. Everybody keeps running and says, "Are you right, Sean? Are you okay? Is it good? Please go away, leave me alone." That's all I can say. Go away and leave me alone. Anyway.
James, first World Championship for you. First British Championship for you.
First British Championship for me, yeah. Over the moon. Great season. Just thanks to everybody, Sean and Sue and my mum and dad and Laura. Just thank you.
Good feeling in the team. It's a family team.
Yeah, definitely. We always have a laugh. Have a laugh on the bike, have a laugh off the bike. Makes it more fun and enjoyable.
Sean, you've entertained us really well. 13 victories you've had. Fantastic season for you. You'll be back next year, aiming to go one better, certainly defend the title.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah, definitely. We need to change engines, so we've got a bit of a deal coming off. Hopefully I can tap Dad's piggy bank up enough to get some more engines. And yeah, just come back and have some more fun again, do this again. Hopefully Tim and Ben will be here, so it'll be good fun.
Many, many congratulations, well done.
Thank you. Can I just say a few thank yous? Thank you Mum and Dad, they're my main sponsors. John Lawson, he always helps out. Juggy, of course, for being here. And everyone else who's helped me, 151, John Baker. It's just been a really hard year, but it's good, and that was the hardest race of the year so far.
Nice one.
Thank you.
The final race in the 2014 season saw Sean Hegarty line up as champion. Alongside him, Andy Peach. Tim Reeves would be looking for a second victory here. It's very late in the day, and tyre choice would prove to be a deciding factor because conditions were decidedly dodgy. Earlier on, there had been a very heavy shower, but as you can see, the skies rapidly cleared. But the circuit at this point was still wet. Some people had opted for full wet tyres. Others had gone for intermediates. One or two ambitious ones, such as Barry James and Sam Christie, their number 3, had gone for slicks, and they paid the price for that, spinning out at Druids on the first lap. Hegarty, though, ahead of Peach, with Pavarinta getting a much better start this time, eased away. Peach and Charlie Richardson were very quickly passed by Pavarinta, his young passenger doing a fantastic job for him. It was not to go to plan for Sean Hegarty and James Neave, though, because the newly crowned champions spun out not just once, but twice. The second spin at Druids deciding for them that it's game over. So they called it a day and retired on the grass. Meanwhile, at the front, Reeves still romping away. Positions, though, changing all the way down the field as Kershaw and Rob Wilson got the better of Tony Brown and Lee Barrett. Simon Gilbert was having an inspired ride this time. Lovelock was going backwards, possibly his tyre choice not being the correct one, but backwards and further backwards down the field went Lovelock and Alto. Although they were runners-up in the championship, they couldn't deliver the goods in the second race. Tim Reeves and Greg Clues, though, at the front, doing a fantastic job and recovering fast. Ricky Stevens and Ryan Charwood, who next year will be campaigning a Be Wiser Kawasaki under the Tommy Hill Superbike race banner. So a fantastic announcement for this crossover between British Superbikes and the F1 sidecars in the paddock. Ricky Stevens and Ryan Charwood will be part of the Tommy Hill Superbike team on their Kawasaki sidecar outfit. Steve Kershaw, Rob Wilson, very quick indeed, going past Lovelock as well. Tony Brown, Lee Barrett going with them. Andy Peach and Charlie Richardson doing a good job at the sharp end. looking at that tyre, and I'm not sure, looked as though Peach might have opted to go with a slick. Certainly Simon Gilbert's tyre choice helped him in the early stages, but as you can see, he was to drop further backwards. Tony Brown and Barrett are getting the better of him just after Ricky Stevens did the same thing. Kershaw and Wilson were nibbling away as well. These four outfits diced throughout the race, and further back Craig Chaplow and Patrick Farrance just holding station, maintaining their unblemished record in the championship, scoring every single round. Tony Brown was destined to finish up as second best in the points for this meeting, bearing in mind that Tim Reeves and Greg Clues, despite taking the victory, scored no points. Pavarotti followed him home. A brilliant world champion 1-2. Andy Peach, the actual Eastern Airways points double winner, coming home in third place on the road. And if all that doesn't make sense to you, there the caption explains it. Andy Peach got the big points ahead of Brown, who finished second best on the day. Stevens recovered well. Kershaw, what a season he's had. Chaplow consolidated fourth in the title ahead of Simon Gilbert. Matt McLaurin, anyhow, 11th. The Dempsey champions, they're going to be good next season. Looking forward to that. Biggs and Wilkes, John Holden, Andy Winkle, maybe better stuff next year.
Yeah, it's been great, isn't it? I've had a great weekend. It's nice to be back here in this paddock. It's good that Pekka was on the podium as well. It's good, yeah. 2 world champions on the top. It's good, isn't it?
It was a good race, you know, it unfolded, and at the end he was closing a bit. You obviously were showboating on the last lap anyway.
Yeah, it was a bit of a tyre lottery, wasn't it? We went for a wet on the front and side and a slick on the back. Pekka had all wet, so yeah, it was good. I think, the last few laps his tyre went off a bit, and then we just relaxed a bit because we knew it was all right. And yeah, good. I enjoyed it. I love Brands. Actually, it's not far from where I live, and it gets a good crowd. And yeah, it's good.
Pekka, this is the first time you were here at the Brands Hatch long track, but obviously you liked it. Second place.
Yes, of course the second time I like it, and first time drive here, and I'm very happy chance coming British drive long track, and I'm very happy, and thank you, passenger.
Brilliant to see those world champions here. Hegarty then 4:18 at the end of the day from Lovelock and Alto. Peach third ahead of Chaplow. Mr. Consistent, Craig Chaplow, Patrick Farrance, Tony Brown. Ashley Hall's in the standings, but Lee Barrett today. Horsfall Connell, they are teamed up permanently next year. That's official. We're going to see some great teams here next year. If the grid size here at Brands Hatch is anything to go by, what season 2015 is going to be. World champions as well will be allowed to compete for points next year, except where there is a world round. Hope you enjoyed it. It's been absolutely terrific. See you next season.